My name's Benitez, and I am a Trust and Safety Analyst. The Trust and Safety Analyst is somebody who works in a workflow to look for anything that might be a threat to anybody on the platform, using the platform, or even on the business side. Most of the common threats would be phishing. A lot of people phish and see if they can get information out of people in a more common way. Another way is just hacking into people's accounts, seeing if they have anything of value that they can provide, which would be maybe like credit card information or maybe personal information about family. So those are more the immediate threats. One of my most memorable accomplishments or helping an account while working was when I had a high-profile account. They were in real quick need to relieve the account because they are having a debut of their latest movie coming out, and they didn't want anyone seeing their account being hacked at the same time. And I was able to quickly handle that within 10 minutes. And then they were able to get their account back, and they appreciated the service that we did. And from there on, I think they had a good relationship with the company going forward. When I walk in, first thing I grab is some snacks because that's the first thing to go. And then second, I go straight to my desk and drill in. I would have tickets on tickets telling me what the problem is, and I would have to go investigate how to best solve those problems. Those tickets could range from maybe 5 to almost 200. It takes normally all day, and it's never finished because there's so many problems in the day. It's unquenchable how many tickets I'm gonna go throughout the day. After I'm done with that, I might have some meetings. Definitely have a meeting with the manager once a week to see how everything's going. And after that, I would go straight to lunch, and then after lunch, connect with the team, see how everything's going in the queue to make sure everything is moving smoothly. If I was working on a ticket where I was trying to relieve an account from a hacker, I would make sure to follow up with the authentic user. And then from there, we would just investigate if these were true signals showing it was a hack, or if this person's a bad actor and they're not claiming to be the person they claim to be. And after that investigation, we would best resolve the issues as possible. And that would be the life and the day of me. And I would clock out and go home. I initially didn't think this was gonna be where I was gonna end up. I normally thought I was gonna end up in finance like my dad, but I didn't want to go down that path. So I started to do things outside the norm. I started doing odd jobs, seeing what I would best like to do. In your 20s is the best time to check out things that you might be good at or bad at. So they said, go fail at everything. I stumbled across a few nonprofit organizations that gave me the technical training on how to become a trust and safety analyst or anything I would want to do in that space. I went to 2 programs. One was called Empower and one was called Year Up. And they were amazing in teaching me how to get into that space. Instead of doing theory, I learned more hands-on what the industry wanted me to do. I came from a background where I didn't see a lot of people in that space who were like me, and also I'm an athlete, so it felt weird being in a chair all the time. I was a 300-meter hurdle athlete, and I just did that all day, day in, day out. So tech was new to me, but it was natural to me. Where I see myself in the next 5 years is becoming a network administrator, working at probably, let's say, Adobe or Sony, helping them with their systems, and living in a nice house with a GT, a GT Mustang, you know, living the dream with my family and friends. What I always tell people, if you're trying to get into this space, be a sponge, always learn. When someone asks you to do more, because that makes you look good, and also you feel better about yourself at the end of the day because you have more skills than the person that said no. Always be open to learning, always be interested in learning new programs, because you never know what's going to be the new trend. I'm always on the news, I'm always listening, I'm always on podcasts. I listen to TechCrunch, I listen to people who are more influential than I am in technology. I make sure to follow every CEO, every person who's an assistant to the CEO on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, just be immersed in it. If I can go back in time and talk to my younger self, the one thing I would tell them is focus on your goals and try not to get distracted. College was distracting, everything's gonna be distracting, money's gonna be a distraction. Just focus on what you wanna do and go live.